LA is cold right now. LA is cold right now. Guys, I want to talk to you about something real quick. So, you guys probably know, I'm looking at opening up my own gym in Phoenix. I'm gonna get out of LA. LA, I've been here for less than a year. This is my second time in LA. Why am I moving? I'm moving because I finally have kind of cut out the bullshit in my life and figured out exactly what I wanted to be. I'm gonna let you guys on a little something. The fitness industry right now, like, I've been in the fitness industry for 6 years. 6 years. I've been doing YouTube longer than any YouTube person, fitness person out there. And I really, you know, I'm all about promoting what I love instead of bashing what I hate. That's not kind of what's going on in our world right now. And that seeps into the fitness industry, and that seeps into YouTube. People out there, they feel like they gotta, it's them versus the world. The world needs to hear what they're saying. They need to be this person who's a whistleblower that's calling out everyone. And all I'm saying is, for those people out there, that's you know, it's fine to, it's fine to listen and to want to change things, but you don't have to go about it in a way where you're making everyone else like, oh, I'm calling this out, I'm calling this out. Like, the fitness industry and even everything in social media in this day and age, social media is like the best and worst thing that's happened, because injustices can get called out. When something is wrong, it needs to be corrected, but it needs to be done in a way that is done with a proper attitude. You're never gonna get anyone to change their opinion or to change their habits by telling them they're wrong. Oh, you're wrong, I'm right. You're wrong with everything that you're doing, and I'm right. Like, you need to listen to me because I'm doing this the right way. Even if you are, nobody's gonna listen to what you're saying out there. And I think we live in a day, in this day and age, where sometimes you think if you talk the loudest, it means you're right. It means, you know, like, I grew up in a family of 7 kids. 7 kids. None of them are in the fitness industry. A couple of them played college sports. My dad was a high school athletic director. We used to have the kitchen table, 7 kids, 2 parents. It was alive. Like, you had to speak up. You had to eat your food before anyone else did. Like, you had to fight for your spot at the table to be heard. And I feel like on social media, that's all we're giving to people. Like, everyone thinks they have this microphone to say whatever the hell they want to say and think that it's okay. Like, that everyone needs to be heard. And it's our consumer's job. It's my job, it's your job. The people out there that are soaking up information to really ask themselves, does this make me better? Does this person promoting hate, or does this person hating on this person promoting hate? What is it all really about? Like, again, like, I'm sitting here, and, you know, stuff I watch on YouTube these days, it's like every person wants to be a YouTuber. And I think it's great because, you know, everyone, like, anyone, it gives you a place to share your life. And if you're giving out good content, but don't just film to film. Don't just be oh, what should I do today? Okay, I'm just gonna film this and that. Like, be somebody that has a message out there. And my message in LA, me moving out to LA, and this is why I'm wrapping this back around to this. Me coming out to LA wasn't really in line with my long-term message. Me coming out to LA is because, shit, I thought everyone was, if you needed to be heard, you need to be in LA. If you want to do viral videos, you need to be LA. If you want to collab with other people, you need to be in LA. But what is the purpose of doing that if that's not your purpose? You have to have a purpose-driven life. You have to ask you have to answer to a higher calling. You have to answer to something that is morally, that tugs at your heartstrings. And, you know, at the fitness expo last week, you know, I've been doing expos now 5-6 years, pretty much longer than anyone out there doing YouTube. And I've seen a lot of things come and go. But what I'm starting to see is value in the wrong things. Where is your value? Why are you going to the gym? What is it that you want to become or be like? That person you're following on Instagram, that person's YouTube that you subscribe to, ask yourselves, what are they about? Why do you want to be like them? Because at the end of it all, you are, if you look at the 5 people you surround yourself with, and this includes the people that you watch every day on YouTube, look at the 5 people that you surround yourself with. You are a culmination of those people. And there's a lot of people out there that I think you'd want to take a step back, say, you know, Is this what I want long term? Is this what I want to be like? And for me, being out here in LA, I learned a lot about myself. I learned to me family is important. I learned to me real fitness is important. Real fitness. And when I'm talking about real, I don't care how, it doesn't matter how strong you are. It doesn't matter, how ripped you are. Like, are you really fit? Are you healthy? Healthy. Physically, spiritually, mentally. And for me, I wasn't healthy. I'm not healthy in LA. I start looking at what this person's doing. What's this person driving? How many subs does that person have? Oh, what's this person making a YouTube video about? It just becomes like this whole catch-up game. And it becomes like, I can put on blinders. I cannot watch, and I don't really watch a ton of other people's stuff, partly because I'm so busy traveling. Like, I would be hard-pressed to find anyone in this fitness industry that travels more than I do. Because A, I love traveling, and B, I love meeting people all over the globe. But giving back is what I want. And one day, the next social media craze happens, this or that. I want to be okay even if there's no social media. Even if I just open up my gym and I'm working with someone on the daily. Like, I'm not saying I'm gonna be personal training right now. I'm way too busy for that. I'm just gonna let you guys know that. Like, but I want to affect somebody's life. So, going and opening up a gym is a great way for me to film all of my stuff. Out in LA, it's hard to do. But also, more than that, it's about slowing down life and figuring out what really matters. And by slowing down life, and I love, because when I say slowing down life, I'm saying cut the bullshit. Cut out what doesn't really matter. Ask yourself right now, because guess what? If you don't do that, you're gonna find that you are always busy in life. Like, you are always running around doing things, trying this, trying that. This person's doing that. Oh, I'm looking at this person's life and they're traveling here. No, like, you have to figure out what it is that you want to do and be, and then try to cut out as many other things as possible. As many other things as possible. And I think that for me out here, it's like, yo, do I want to act? Do I want to be a TV host? Do I want to be this YouTuber that just collabs with everyone? And the more I kept on like trying to force myself into these avenues in LA, the more I was like, no, I want to film great content for people. I want to educate people really about how to be healthier in all aspects. And I want to have someplace I do it with people I really love and that I really vibe with. I want to have a couple camera guys there. I want to have Jake there. I want to have Chandler there. I want to have, people that I want to see every day that really are trying to make an impact on things. Yeah, I'm going to sell clothing. Yeah, I'm going to sell training packages. I'm going to do these things because it's what I'm passionate about. This is interesting, and you guys might not agree with me here, but enthusiasm. I was reading this the other night with my girlfriend Courtney. Enthusiasm, because we talk about this a lot. Like, where does your enthusiasm come from? And break down enthusiasm. In theos is where the Greek word comes from. It's in God. And you guys might not agree with me at all, but if you want to be passionate about something, structure it in what you believe is your purpose. And that, if you don't believe in God, you still believe you have a purpose. But if you do believe in God, what is God's purpose for you? What is your purpose in life? And when you find that, and you have that enthusiasm, not for a week, not for a year, but when you have that for like 20, 30 years and you're enthusiastic every day about getting up and doing something in life, that's what you're meant to be doing. And if you want to be an actor and that's what you're enthusiastic about, then you might need to be in LA paying $800 a month, no, 800, paying like $4,000 a month and splitting a place, or paying $2,000 a month and splitting a place, or paying $4,000. Like, everyone wants to be out here and trying to get famous, but for the wrong reasons. And I see the fitness YouTube community trying to do things just to get the next viral video. And I'm not putting out any names out there. In fact, I really don't know any names. I know who's out there, but again, I try to do my best to keep my blinders on. But the message has to be, what is it that you believe your purpose is? What is it that you feel passionate and you're gonna wake up every day and be enthusiastic about? Not this short term, like everyone, we want things now here. We want more followers, we want more money, we want more fame. Like, that's so short term, because guess what? Everyone's gonna be 60, 70 years old one day, and you're gonna have family around you. Hopefully you have your health. Hopefully you've done things today in your 20s to stay healthy. But you got to ask yourself, like, long-term stuff. We live in this society of now. Give me now. I want now. And, you know, for me, taking a step back and just realizing, what is it that I want? Like, and not necessarily what is it that I want, but what is it that you know, God wants for me? Or what is it that I feel my purpose is? And what is it that I truly think I'm supposed to be doing in life? And, you know, in 2017, I would like to offer this up to you guys. In 2017, we can do one of two things. We can go out and we can hate, we can spread hate, and we can continue to call each other out in terms of just society on social media, you know, just roasting people if you don't believe in them. You can do that, and, you know, what closeness, what any kind of community we have is just going to be ripped apart. Because society, you guys know what I'm talking about there, and it really is a worldwide thing. It feels like we're hanging on by a thread right now. It feels like we are so inundated every day with hateful messages, that if it's going to change, it's going to require social media to change. It's going to require people, me included, you included, everyone, to go out there and do their job by promoting what you love instead of bashing what you hate, and talking about people, uplifting them. You know, you might have differences. We got 7.5 billion people in the world. You're going to have differences with people. It doesn't mean you have to hate. It doesn't. And again, you might not share your same as opinions. And I don't care if you're pro-gay, anti-gay, if you're pro-abortion, anti-abortion, pro-Trump, against Trump. There's still a certain level of hate that goes on each way. And it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you're never going to change anyone else's opinion on that. And I think that, I'm sorry I'm getting off on this crazy rant just about life in general, but I've been feeling since that almost the election that things are just spiraling, and they have been like all of 2016. And again, we can either choose to go down that road and just continue to separate, but that's not a pretty thing, and I don't think that's what anyone wants out there. And anyhow, that's kind of a long roundabout rant about why I'm moving back to LA. I got to be true to myself, and that's all you can be, is true to yourself, and you trim the fat. You cut out people in your life that aren't bringing good things into your life. And what I mean, but like, there's difference between bringing good things and telling you what you want to hear. Somebody who just always tells you what you want to hear, they're not really bringing good things in your life, because they're not telling you the truth. You gotta have people around you that care and respect. You know, I'm very fortunate. I'm one of 7 kids, big family. If I was being a jackass, someone said, Steve, you're acting like an idiot. Your ego is getting in the way. Your selfishness is getting in the way. And I think that someone needs to care about society enough to be like, listen, you don't want to act like that. You don't want to be promoting that. You don't want to close off everyone, you know. And gosh, you know, again, something that had just been on my heart. I wanted to get off my chest, and I think that 2017 is going to be an amazing year. But it starts with a mindset. It starts with a everyone can win type atmosphere. It doesn't mean, you know, that you might agree with everyone. We're not going to go all singing Kumbaya, holding hands in hands, but it means that we talk about things and we're level-headed. Anyhow, I just had to get that off my chest. I know, you know, crazy things coming, moving out of this amazing spot here in Playa Vista. That's been great for me, and trying to go set up my gym. One of the hardest things, guys, one of the hardest things in my life, trying to set up a gym, trying to start a streetwear line, trying to renegotiate and do some big things with Optimum Nutrition. I'm being real with you guys. Like there's some things in my life that are just so super stressful that, like, because I want to do big things. I don't want to operate on a small scale anymore. I don't want to just be like, yes, I'll do that, you pay me a certain. No, I don't want to do that. I want everything I do to have a purpose and have a cause for why I'm doing that. I want to promote the best things. I want to own the best things to give to people. Like, and that's why I can't stay here anymore and not be living what I'm really passionate about. And that's educating people and then making dope ass content and giving people things I believe in. So hopefully we can kind of breathe new life into this year. Right now we can start, it's new, it's brand new, 2017. But don't let that negativity, don't let that first time you fail or something, or that first time somebody comes at you and says, you think this, and goes off on you, don't let that deter you. Don't let someone else's hate stop you from loving. Don't let someone else's negativity stop you from doing what you believe your purpose is. Because there's an opposition out there in the world. There's an opposition that you can call it what you want to call it, but when good things start happening, there's going to be a pushback. And there's a reason for that, but you got to stick with it. And that's why we're going to be getting out of this house. So stay tuned. 2017 is going to be a damn good year.